I guess this can segue right into an issue I was having earlier
Ooh,
at my family's
what?
house. We were talking about free speech,
Oh God.
right? And so, like,
Wait,
okay, so you
wait,
know how, like,
which family? So I know who I'm seeing in my
uh,
head. The
I
the
don't,
this are your fuck biological, non-biological.
biological. Let's go with that.
Okay, cool. Let's go. Cool. One and two. One or two.
Okay. Uh, part biological, part not. Here, I'll just
Okay,
type
I
it
know
to
who you're
you in
talking about
chat.
then. That's
Here.
all I wanted to know. So that way I can picture it in my head, so I know who you're talking about, not just
There.
like guessing.
There. Now you know.
All right. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
Don't say their names.
Aha. Okay.
I don't want to get them like.
I know.
I don't want to
know.
throw them under the bus or whatever. It wouldn't be fair. They're not here to challenge their ideas.
I know.
To challenge mine. But
I love
so
them.
We were arguing about free speech. So like Trump was banned off Twitch or Twitter and Twitch.
Oh, we're going to
Facebook.
go over this shit. They're privatized platforms. They don't have freedom of speech. It's privatized. Like, it's simple as that.
I think you're right to some extent, but like I also think like how far can they? Fuck. Now I'm starting to think about it. And it does seem kind of fucking dumb to like, because you're right. Like,
it's privatized. It's like joining a company. You agree that, hey, you're not going to wear blue on Friday. You wear blue, you get written up. Like, you agreed to it.
Well, see,
like,
but we put like regulations on businesses. They can't discriminate against color.
Exactly.
Race.
But websites are worldwide. Those are worldwide. There's the difference.
True. But like, I guess, yeah, they are like a private thing, but there are like regulations like you can't have, well, because Parler, they were pissed because Parler was basically taken off the internet. And they said that's anti-free speech. And I'm
it's not, because right now Trump's organization is considered a terrorist organization until otherwise designated. That's why it got taken down. It's because they were exchanging details privately to literally attack the Capitol again.
See, like, that's what I said. I said it was being used to incite violence. And
exactly.
As a platform, they used it to communicate with each other, to enact like an attack on the Capitol building, among it being full of like Nazis and hate speech and shit. But
do you know what shut down? I can't remember the website actually. Fuck, it shut down the website for almost a whole month because ISIS was using it.
What website?
I can't fucking remember. Kickstarter. Yeah. I think it was Kickstarter.
Really?
Yeah, it got shut down for a period of time, like repeatedly, because they were using it to get funding.
So like so Guess made a good point. He said, okay, you can, if you ban Parler for these reasons, you have to ban Facebook for the same reasons, because it's full of hate speech and hate groups. And I'm like, those groups and those people get banned for inciting violence.
They do.
Or breaking laws. Like,
you have a whole website dedicated to it. The website should be taken down.
Yeah, the whole, like, exactly. Parler, like, the whole website was like just full of it, and you couldn't do anything about it. It's like Facebook is mostly just dumb social media stuff.
Do you know what Trump's been banned from?
Twitch, Twitter, Facebook.
I thought it was a joke. I literally thought this was a joke. I had to look it up myself. He made an OnlyFans account so he could talk to his fans, and he got insta-banned. It's all over Twitter for a good 3 hours last night. I was like, what? This can't be real. I Googled the shit out of that.
So I guess you could have an interesting conversation about like, when do you take it too far? And I think that's a good conversation to have. Because social media does have a lot of power.
It does.
And a lot of
been proven
influence.
With Twitter.
Yeah. I just think that like all or nothing. And I'm like, no. It's like, he's like, no, you let all speech, totally fine. He's like, and he said, let them say the N word. Oh, did I say who? I just used his name, didn't I?
I'll bleep it out. What time?
Okay.
13 minutes and 36 and 34 seconds. Let me write it down. I will bleep it out.
I mean, because like I don't want to put him on the spot. It's not
I know, but
so
okay.
okay, and so he's just like all or nothing. Let them say the N word and this and that. But those are privately owned websites. They have terms of service. They can make their own rules.
Yep.
But like they still have to follow certain laws. You can't do hate speech and like incite violence and stuff like that on there. And that's what Parler basically is. It's just a massive hate website. And he's
yeah.
Dang it! I said
damn
it again.
Dude. 1425. God damn it.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Say his name again. I dare you.
All right.
I'm gonna have to go through because I think I said his name at one point. Fuck. I think we said it 4 times.
I think you're right. Shmi.
Oh fuck! I'm gonna have to literally watch that whole time.
Just like the first few minutes. I'll try my best, dog.
It's hard. Shmi. Yeah, Shmi. We'll call him Shmi and Captain Hook.
Shmi. Shmi said. Oh god, now I fucking forgot what Shmi said.
Shmi was saying all or nothing, and they should allow the bomb to bomb.
And like he's all about like everything, and I'm like, freedom of speech isn't freedom to say whatever the fuck you want. Some speech isn't protected, and you just have to deal with that. And they think Shmi and Gerald think it's the end of free speech as we know it because social media platforms can ban people.
Hold on.
They're wrong because you could go outside and your speech is protected. The government isn't taking away your speech.
Okay, this is where I use that R word, retarded, because that is retarded. Why would you think because of social media, a platform that has nothing to do with your country, a platform quite literally that is free to use under a company's terms of service.
You also agree to those terms of service when you make an account.
What? That's not freedom of speech being taken from you. What they are is mitigating the hatred in the world and trying to make you understand that what you're thinking and doing is not right.
I don't think they care so much about that. I think they care more about optics.
They're wrong. They're wrong on every level of what wrong is there, because that would be me forcing a company or forcing another individual to not just listen to me, but to watch like our videos. It's like, sit here and you will watch this. It's the same principle. You either watch everything or you don't watch anything at all. Either everything's funny or nothing's funny. Like, that's just stupid. Like, stupid. And I'm not trying to down them on their intelligence, because they're generally smart. Like, generally, I've heard them talk. I've heard their logic. Like, they're not stupid, but they're making...
When was the last time you talked to Shmi or Gerald?
I remember Shmi we talked on Facebook a little bit through the comments, and then talked to Shmi before the incident from 2 years ago. Okay,
well, Shmi... See, this is why I'm worried about Shmi, because
he's starting to head over.
Well, he's got a certain nature to him.
Angry white guy who works out all the time.
He doesn't work out at all. He's just
he stopped?
Well, he's just naturally cut. He doesn't need to work out. But so yeah, I mean, if you said angry white guy, he'd probably get triggered because he thinks that like I'm not going to say what I think he thinks. Well,
don't put words in his mouth.
I'm not going to.
No
I
words.
can say what I think he thinks. I'm not going to say it's true because I don't know. But I'm guessing that he probably thinks white privilege isn't true and systemic racism isn't true.
As somebody who is white and as a guy in America, it's fucking true. white privilege is a thing. My grandparents definitely suffer from white privilege because they don't understand. I avoid cops. I do not like cops. I record all the time when it comes to police interaction because they are cops. My grandparents go, well, if you just listen to the cop, it'll be fine. And I'm like, no, 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 no. And she doesn't get that. And I
see that to some extent, yeah, that's kind of white privilege. Because if you ask an older black person and their lived experience, this I feel kind of dumb because we're two white people talking about.
I know. Well, I actually have a couple friends.
Well, that doesn't.
I know it doesn't help, but they've talked about it. They've talked about it, and I'm just like, God damn it, must suck. Like it must seriously suck.
The only thing I could go off of is data, and most data about the lived experience of black people is that they don't feel comfortable around cops. They don't feel safe around them. Well, because like they're told that they're public service and then they're there to help you.
They don't help though.
The government and the media.
Fuck the media and fuck the government.
But like based on their experience in general, from my understanding, it's not great. And like, see, when I encounter when I encounter a cop, like I feel nervous, but I don't think anything's gonna happen to me.
Okay. When I was out of the country, I was stopped by a police officer. I never felt more nervous in my life. They came up to the car and actually were like, are you an American? I was like, yeah. They're like, your cops are the worst. Like they talked me down. They were quiet. They're like, listen, all we wanted to do was say you dropped your passport. I was like, oh my fucking God. Like totally different. And that's traumatization. That's pretty bad. Like that's traumatization.
Yeah, a lot of people don't really have a lot of good experience with our law enforcement. So yeah, Shmi. God damn it. Shmi, free speech.
I understand.
But okay. I remember what I was gonna say. I've been worried about Shmi because he is the way he is. Yeah. But I also know the types of sources he gets his information from. Like he unironically thinks Ben Shapiro's cool.
Unironically. Hold on.
He unironically thinks Ben Shapiro is smart, intelligent, cool, sophisticated guy. Okay. I know he watches Steven Crowder. He thinks Trump is a good president.
Okay. We're not going to go there because we know what I think of that whole fucking shit show.
And so I had after Shmi left, I continued to talk to Gerald for like 2 hours. Do you want to hear about that? Because that might be fun.
Oh my God. I'm curious. Like, did he start siding with you slightly or was it just like a blockade?
I think by the end, we kind of agreed on something.
Okay.